I can honestly say for the first time in my life that I have come to love fasting. And what I'd like to share with you today is what I'm doing and why, and how incredibly helpful it is to me. So, what I've been doing, instead of following the usual Catholic fasting requirements on a day like Good Friday or Ash Wednesday, the purpose of learning how to fast for souls, which is something Our Lady asks us to do on a regular basis, I have been having fast days during the week. So what I do is, instead of eating a little meal and then a little while later having another little meal and then having a regular meal, I just don't eat all day. I know that sounds terrible, but the reason why, and I do eat a little something before I go to bed at night, and I'm going to tell you more about why this is wonderful, okay? The reason why is because if I eat a little bit, I want to eat more. It makes me think more about food. The second benefit that I get from not eating, besides the fact that I'm less likely to be just wanting to eat more and more, is that I'm also less occupied with food, so I can have that extra time for other things, hopefully spiritual things. And the fact is that even if I just don't eat until supper time, what was happening when I tried that was that I would eat at supper time. Oh yeah. Anyway, so I was basically making up for those two little snacks and then some at supper time. So I woke up in the morning, I didn't eat anything. What I was using to help me a little bit was, first of all, I drank a lot of warm fluids, like coffee, cocoa. When I drink cocoa and coffee, I put stevia in it. So it's not like I was going full misery. But I was also sometimes putting a little bit of collagen in my coffee or a little bit of greens powder in my coffee, maybe just a little bit more satisfying to the brain, saying, oh, look, some nutrition came in. I got all the way to the end of the night, and basically I'm getting a 24-hour fast by, I eat before I go to bed one night, like I'm eating like a regular day, which I do usually eat a snack before I go to bed at night. Sleep, get up, and then not eat all day until bedtime. Basically, I go through my normal routine of whatever my day normally looks like, except for, maybe trying to make a little bit more time for prayer time here and there, because I have more time, because I'm not dealing with food, and spending extra time with God. So I've been doing the Stations of the Cross and just really meditating on that during that time. And there's something about it, of doing it at night, like after this fast. For me, what happens is that, I get hungry during the day, and then I make it feel a little better with warm liquids, whatever. Yes, as the day goes on, I'm maybe a little less, focused. And when I get up here in the evening, I am, it is a little bit of a struggle to focus in my meditation, but there's something about being in that state where you're sacrificing. Also, the separation from being attached to food all day, like all day long, being like, ooh, yum, comfort, yum, comfort, and busy, busy, busy with the food. You're freed up from the food. It's like, oh, it's off your to-do list. And then this period of time when you're alone with God, when I'm alone with God and I haven't eaten all day, and I know I'm going to be eating soon, so it's not like horrible. And just meditating on Christ's suffering. I love this particular one. It's really old. It's got some notes in it from my mom, like when she was reading it. So this is it was copywritten in 1975 by Ave Maria Press in Notre Dame, Indiana. It's called Every Man's Way of the Cross by Clarence Ensler, which I just love this version. But anyway, so the idea being that by not eating, you have more time. You're freeing up yourself from that attachment. you are suddenly realizing, wow, look, I'm okay. I'm not eating. And this thing that normally has a certain amount of control over me, it's not controlling me. And then I have that time at the end of the day where I'm kind of depleted on a physical level, but kind of open on a spiritual level. And I don't know, it's just, I like it. And then I have my little snack and I go to bed. Our Lady does ask us to pray and sacrifice and live in a way of offering things and sacrificing for sinners, for conversions. And she also asks us to do the first Saturdays for reparations. And that's another thing just to share about. This is kind of a off topic but on topic kind of a thing. It has to do with the offenses to God. And that is that I had an experience recently where someone was questioning things about the Catholic Church, especially certain things, and realizing that the offenses against Our Lady are constantly out there, even by people who love God and think that they are serving God when they do this. And I just realized that I have to be really careful about just, randomly saying any kind of anything. Just really take into account of whether or not it's going to be important enough for me to take a chance of people flipping out. And Our Lady was very protected and hidden in her life. She isn't a star in the Bible, really, you know what I mean? She doesn't have a whole lot of lines. She has one beautiful, well, maybe she's a few things, but you know what I'm saying? God kept her under wraps. And anyways, so that was just kind of important. Anyway, I really hope that you have a beautiful rest of your Lent and take care. Bye-bye.